Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. Only one must say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. Only one must say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let I be me instead of playing games. For chasing fame, let somebody set the lack of flames. No, living my life to the fullest and shout out my halala to the fullest. Let my lungs out. I'm still rising up to greater heights as long as
Hello, Bonjour Sanbonani. Welcome to Rise to Greater Heights Network, where you can turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. It is so significant to have a positive mindset, more especially under these circumstances. So this network has the potential to completely revolutionize every aspect of your life and career. So my name is Dr. Riel Nkunene. If you're watching us online, please feel free to put in the chat box where you're watching us from and what you hope to achieve from our podcast. Today, we are surrounded by greatness in the World Wide Web. We have amazing speakers who's going to share some nuggets on being purpose-driven, how to become a being purpose-driven person. So we have Dr. Melinda Williams, and we also have Poulami Das. So at this moment, I'm just going to let Poulami to introduce herself, please. Unmute yourself. You're muted.
I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, hi Kunene, hello Melinda. It's so good to be here with both of you today. I am Poulami and I am a healer, a life and NLP coach, a hypnotherapy practitioner. I'm also an angel healer, crystal healer. And the list I think of certifications goes on, but basically what I do is I connect ourselves with our highest purpose. With all the tools that I have got throughout the decade plus that I have been working in this industry, I try to align our soul and our personality so we get to our highest potential, our purpose, and live our life to the fullest.
Oh wow, it's such a great honor to have you, Poulami, today, and I am really looking forward to hear more of your message. You can go ahead, Dr. Williams, and introduce yourself, please.
Awesome. I am Dr. Melinda Williams. I'm so proud to be here today on this beautiful platform that's reaching globally. I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much. My name is Dr. Melinda Williams, and I am a two-time best-seller author. I am a coach and a CEO of one of my companies is Think, Start, and Grow Rich Academy, where I help entrepreneurs and business professionals, experts, and coaches scale and start their business to the next level so that they can live a life in the way that they choose, want, and have freedom. Many individuals lack the confidence and mentorship to build, to take their companies and even their life past six figures in business. I'm able to do that for them, and this is what I help them do. I simply created this program because I did not want to see another professional struggle the way I did on my way through my journey. So I created this signature program to showcase business professionals, entrepreneurs, coaches, and mentors and experts in your field to show off your brilliance and show off your skill set so that you can live the life that you desire. So thank you so much.
Oh wow, it's such a great honor to have you, Dr. Williams, and thank you for saying yes. I am really looking forward to hear more of your nuggets on being purpose-driven. So Poulami, I have a question for you. If you happen to have your own billboard, I can see your billboard coming down there in the busy highway in India. What will your billboard say?
Well, to be very frank, my billboard will have two quotes, one from Alan Watts and one from our lovely Maya Angelou. So with your permission, I'll read both of them to you.
Okay, go ahead.
So the first one will say, the only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. And the second one, it's from Alan Watts, and the second one will say, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. So this is from Maya Angelou, as we all know. I don't think right now since I'm in transition and I am sharing all the changes that I have gone through with the fears and doubts and my imposter syndrome and how I have overcome them. So I think that these two fits my billboard perfectly to show where I have been and from where I have come.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What an amazing, amazing message. Yes, people will never forget how you just made them feel around you. They will never. They can forget everything that you've said to them, what you've done to them, but how you've made them feel in their lives, they will never. I love that. I love that billboard. I love it. I love it. How about you, Dr. Williams? Maybe your billboard is already down there in the US. What will your billboard say?
My billboard is going to say, now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ask, think, or even imagine. Why? It's according to the power that worketh in you. If you never unleash your greatness, if you never unleash your power, if you never unleash your purpose, if you never go into the direction of your destiny, you will never receive the power that has always been promised to you, the power that you were born. So I would say, walk towards your power, unlock your inner power, and live your purpose on purpose. Do it on purpose. That's what I would say.
That is profound. And that's my favorite verse, by the way. To whom who is able to do exceedingly,
yes,
abundantly, above all, exceedingly abundantly above all. I love that. I love that. He's able. He's able. I love it. I love both billboards, by the way. So I believe mine will be the third billboard driving down the highway. And it's gonna say what? The sky is no longer the limit. But now the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. We don't have any limits. We are just up there, like viewing what we want about our lives, because we serve a limitless God. So we shouldn't put any limits on him. I love your billboard. So we're gonna get started. We have Poulami. Poulami is a soul attuned healer, spiritual mentor, life coach, NLP coach, hypnotherapist, and a teacher who is focused on creating spaces, practices to embody the soul so we can be our highest potential in all aspects. She is the founder of Soul Innovation Studio with the mission of connecting everyone to their higher consciousness by awakening manifestation. Her greatest passion stems from her own inner potential of seeing the unseen high potential within another soul. So all her products and all her services are just designed around the same mission. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Poulami Das.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You can go ahead, Poulami. The stage is yours now.
Okay. So I haven't made sure what I'll say today, but I'll go with the flow, whatever comes through. This life of mine has been a transition period, starting from the abandonment wound to abuse to near-death experience, then healing myself through that particular process when my limbs were partially paralyzed, and not only my limbs, but it was also my mind, because fear and doubt had taken over. It was, I'll not say the worst time of my life, because it was, I think, one of the best time of my life. Why this contradiction? Because from there, I started to learn how to manage, or you can say master, not only myself, but also my outer reality. So my fears and doubts, they have been my, you can say, cornerstone. I was totally afraid when all this happened, but I pulled myself up with the help of my mentor, and also with the help of all the friends that have been there for me. Not only that, but throughout my life, with different kind of difficulties that I have faced, I have always strived to be a positive person. I'm not talking about toxic positivity and all that stuff, but yes, I know that positivity has a beauty in it, has a charisma in it. And when used in the right way, we can find our purpose, our motivation there. I have been in depression, and I have also thought of ending my life. So from that journey, I can totally say that the purpose that we all are trying to find lies in here within us. And if we don't know ourselves, if we don't allow ourselves to know ourselves, nothing in life, changes for anybody, right? So when I started to look at myself with all the difficulties, what we love to label something, difficulty and challenges and everything. But in reality, what they are the change that we need to go through to find ourselves. And through those changes, what I find is that if we connect with our self-love aspect, we can do anything in this world. We can be our highest potential in everything. We don't have to be perfect as per the societal standards, but we can be the best version that we think is the best version of ourselves. And nothing can stop us to achieve that. So coming here today, when Kunene contacted me and I contacted Kunene, I really was coming out of that slump of my dark night and then my awakening, and this roller coaster of life, understanding myself better. So I took this opportunity because right now I'm starting with so many things, and self-love is something that have changed my life, and I want others to know more about that. It does not only is about love and self-love, because we don't understand what self truly is all about. We connect that with our personality, but self is all encompassing. It's encompassing our mind, our heart, our brain, and our gut together, which is our mind. It is encompassing our life, our relationships, our job, everything. And when we learn to love and accept that self, everything in life becomes better. Even the challenges, we are not afraid of them. We are like, hey, let them come. We become the queen we are meant to be. So what I am doing right now is extending everything that I have learned through my journey of dark night, then awakening, and then the transition period, because awakening is not easy, to be very frank. And then the transition period, I am using all those ideas and knowledge and the help and support that I have got, and I'm presenting them in a platter to the world. So I'm just releasing next month my self-love journal, which has really helped me. And I have named it, why I'm telling you, I'll tell you that. I have named it That Thing Called Self-Love. This is the first time I'm releasing it in front of everybody, or only some of my clients know about it, nobody else, because we have forgotten how to romanticize ourselves and our life. We are so much into doing that we have forgotten how we can be, just be. And when we connect with that being of us, that self, which seems like very philosophical and everything, but it's really practical and it's really grounded, it kinds of bring in everything that we need in us, and that projects out into the world. So yeah, thanks, Karina, again. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now, presenting everything that have helped me to help whosoever feels connected to it.
Oh wow. Thank you so much, Paula. I mean, that was a profound message around self-love. You know, many people they try to please everyone else except pleasing themselves. Yet self-love is a priority. Like with me, I am very, very selfish with my me time. Each and every week, I'll have to have my me time. Without my me time, I cannot function. So thank you so much. You've mentioned that how self-love can turn your life around. And you've mentioned that self-love connects with your brain, it connects with your body, it connects with your emotions, because you've decided to, to focus on your self-love. And congratulations on your biggest achievement, the one that is coming up. I am looking forward to lay my hands on that journal. So thank you so much, Paulami, for such a profound, much needed message. Thank you. So now from India, we're flying back to the US, where we have Dr. Melinda Williams. Dr. Melinda Williams is the founder and CEO of GWEN, which is a global women empowerment network specializing in women's leadership, growth, and development in key areas, which is the marketplace, ministry, as well as family. So as the CEO of GWEN, Dr. Williams, she leads, coaches, develops, and re-instructs high-performance leaders, professionals, entrepreneurs, and experts as she delivers on her commitment to women's empowerment nationally as well as internationally. So Dr. Williams is dedicated to ensuring and ongoing programs and fundraising initiatives to support women's empowerment locally as well as nationally, international, I believe. Dr. Melinda is honored to be a wife, a mother, entrepreneur, sister, and a friend. She is best known for her information seeking, mentorship, and leadership. Aside from being an esteemed entrepreneur in her career, Dr. Williams also volunteers her time on the Patient and Family Advisory Committee, DMC Children's Hospital of Michigan. So Melinda holds a Bachelor of Health Administration and a master's degree in Business Administration, as well as a PhD in leadership development. She firmly believes in women's fellowship, the grace in helping one another, and the power that each one can succeed if one continues to remain focused and work hard. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Dr. Melinda Williams.
Wow, thank you so much.
Wow.
When I was listening to you read my bio, I'm like, wow, who is this amazing woman that you are talking about? I can't believe that it was me, because many years ago, I didn't believe in that woman. Many years ago, I didn't know my power. Many years ago, I didn't have self-love. So to hear and see what God, the great things that God has done for me personally, and to hear that, I'm just so honored and grateful that I tapped into my power, because I realized the secret. Power in you don't work unless you decide to work it. It's a partnership that we have that's already in us with the Lord God that developed and made us. He's our creator, right? So unless you tap into that power, you'll never experience it. And so I encourage people to do that. And that's what I'm all about. So today I want to share with you my personal pathway and things that helped me transition to begin to think, start, and grow rich after setbacks and after adversities. I too went through those things, and they're not easy to come through. It's not easy to shift and transition, but you have to come to a decision that this is the things that I must do. See, many people don't believe. They look at me today and they say, oh, she woke up like this, the Beyonce song. I woke up like this, But that's not true. I didn't wake up with confidence. I didn't wake up with the wisdom that I have today. I didn't wake up with the courage and resilience that I have today. In fact, I built this over time, pressing through the fears, pressing through the adversity, pressing through the setbacks, the doubts and disbelief. I pressed through. And so today I am a result of the decisions that I chose to make. If you don't realize that every decision you make, whether it's bad or good, is getting you closer to your goal or further away from your goal. You know, we are products of every decision that we make. So be careful on how you make decisions, because it's going to impact your future. So you truly have to build this resilience, this stamina, this confidence, and you have to do it through hard times. In fact, hard times is what really makes us. Hard times is really presents opportunities, and that's simply what happened to me. Because I went through hard times and oppositions and obstacles, it caused me to look. I was looking externally, but I had to then begin to look internally and believe in me. So that's what I'm encouraging you to do. That's what you have to do if you want to win, if you want to think, start, and grow rich. So with that today, I want to take a moment and take a side note and just say, you know, everything that you encounter, it's not by accident. It's really the making of you and who you're designed to be. So never discount where you've come from or what you're going through. You know, never discount if you're going through a trial or some type of hardship right now. Don't discount it. In fact, ask yourself internally, why am I facing this? And what can I do to change the outcome? That's what I would recommend that you do. So I'm going to talk about 3 different things that I had to do. I had to make a decision to make transition in my life to start living the life of success and freedom. These are the things that I had to personally do, and I'm recommending that you do this the same, because it helped me, and it's one of the things that you cannot bypass. These are things that you will encounter, no matter how much education you have, no matter how much family wealth you might encounter, whatever you're facing in your life, you will have to make decisions. And the first one I want to talk about is making a decision to transition your mind. No matter what you do, transition has to go in your mind. It has to take place here first. You cannot expect change and still remain the same. It's not going to happen. You have to make a decision that if you're stuck and you want to make change and you want to progress, you have to ask yourself some really tough questions along your journey. One of the things you must say is, what do I need to do to change? You have to be honest with where you really are in your life. A lot of people fabricate and they say, you know, it's okay, I'll pray through, God is gonna work it out, you know, if it's meant to be, it's gonna happen. No, we have to put the work in. We have to do something different to aid in our education, aid in our experiences, positive experiences in life. Even though negativity comes, we have to aid in making that change, and it takes our effort and partnership. Remember, I talked about the power that worketh on the inside of you. It's a partnership. You have to do the work. You could have faith, but if you don't do the work, it won't work in you. So you have to remember to do this. So, you know, we've heard about the height of insanity is consistently doing the same thing, but expecting a different result. It's like walking head first into a wall and expecting a door to appear. It's just not going to happen. You know, we have to pivot and we have to make the turn, because that is insane. If you think that, you know, walking to a wall and the door is going to appear, it's just going to open. No, there's some things that we have to do. So you have to unleash and you have to unlock your purpose. And so first you have to identify some talents that's in you. You have to look at some skill sets and discover your inner superpower. Yes, let me repeat that. You have to write down some talents that you discover about your skill set. and you have to discover your super inner power. That's massive. That's important. That's super important to do that, because if you don't tap into your superpower, and if you don't tap into who you really are, how are you going to help someone else? If you're going through something and you never came out, how can you tell me how to come out? You can't. You don't know the experience. So true life is really, living by example of what you're wanting to endeavor and teach others. Even if you have to pivot out of bad situations, you made a decision and you're not staying there. And this way, when you do that, this means that the situation does not have a hold of you. And so that's a good decision, because when you understand your power, you will not degrade and lower your value and your standards. So that's massive for you to discover how important that is, and your superpower, and discovering what that is. Because, if I can share with you, you won't be able to impact clients. You will not be able to impact your relationships in a positive way. If you're dealing with abuse, or if you're dealing with doubt, disbelief, or you struggle with being rejected, you will not have successful relationships. It doesn't matter what relationship you're in, whether it's work, whether it's business, whether it's a relationship with your physician. Something will continue to haunt you if you don't starve that spirit. If you don't starve that fear, if you don't starve that disbelief, if you don't starve it, it's going to grow and it's going to get big. And you don't want that. That will be just not good for you. And so if you're facing something today that maybe within yourself that you've been battling with for a long time, you have to starve it by doing the opposite of what it's telling you. So we all have these small voices. I used to have this a lot coming through corporate America, comparing myself with others. I used to have that a lot. Oh, she speaks well. He does this well. I compared myself, not all the time verbally. It was more mentally and subconsciously. Why? Because I had not yet tapped into my superpower and understood my value and my strength. And when I walk in the room, what my presence brings, you have to understand who you are and what you're carrying. See, that's a key. If you don't know what you're carrying, you'll give it away for free. You'll just pour into holes and bags that has holes, and people don't respect your value. You have to watch that. That's a whole nother subject on a whole nother day. So my first thing is transitioning your mind. Number 2, you need a mentor. We all have to have one. I have one. To take things to the next level, you need a mentor. We cannot become who we need to be in the places and reach the places that ideas and dreams and visions that God give us. You can't do that without a mentor. God put special people here. We all have callings and talents to help one another, help people reach things that they normally could not reach. So we all need a mentor. It's 2023, and you hear a lot of people say, I'm living my best life. But can I ask you a quick question? If you're listening, I just really want you to take a personal self-assessment and ask yourself, are you willing to do everything to not be denied living your best life? Are you really willing? Because it's going to challenge you. It's going to demand more of you, and you cannot just cop out and say, I'm going to live my best life because I'm comfortable. Success is uncomfortable. Success is about sacrifice. If you want anything to change, you got to plow through adversity. You got to plow through forces of darkness that don't want you to even have it. But you have to know that it belongs to me. Why? Because you're not staying up at night having dreams about greater things or impacting masses of people, or you don't see visions of your future for just nothing. That means you can possess it. That means you can have it. That means it belongs to you. That means riches and wealth belongs to you in your house. And if you don't believe it, it will never happen. I can teach you. I can train you. I can give you the tools. I can tell you how to safeguard yourself from different things. But if you never take the tools, I have a pen here. If you never take the tool and utilize the tool and pull it out when you need, it ain't gonna happen. You know, you can wish, pray, or it's not going to happen. It's at some point, we got to take action and we got to do the work. And that's what mentors do. They hold you accountable. They help you reach levels that you normally couldn't reach on your own. And it's a positive reinforcement. You know, how many know that if you've ever reached anything great, you have to have community. You have to have support. You can't do it alone. No man is an island, but you have to keep good company around you. You have to have that positive reinforcement. If you don't, you'll be like 98% of people who struggle at 60, 70, 80, 90 years old, even if it takes you that long, still wondering and trying to figure out who and what they are born to do. You don't want to be that person. Get a mentor. Stop procrastinating. You know you need it, because what'll happen is you'll keep going around in cycles, in circles, saying, oh, I've been here before. Oh, I did this before, but you'll never grow. So get a mentor. That's number 2. Number 3, I talked about it a little bit before, understanding your power, the value you possess. It's difficult to utilize your strengths if you don't know what your capabilities are. You know, it's nothing worse than a person that has all these abilities and they have self-doubt. You can't have it. We all have something to offer. It's time to dig deep and know what you have to offer, and consider the qualities and unique, powerful things that you have that you can give, and stop always giving it away for free. Monetize that. Create a business. You have a niche. You're not for everybody. Understand that. We are not for everybody. That was Jesus' job. Jesus wanted to save the world. That's not our job. Our job is for a specific people, for a specific calling, for a specific purpose. Quit trying to save everybody. I talk to people and I coach people all the time. Oh, I have all these talents. I have all of these abilities. Okay, but today you got to pick one. I need you to master one. And then the others will replicate, and you can build on that. But you have to know who you're called to, why you're called to, and what's your purpose. Why are you waking up? Because if you lack the confidence of understanding that, or lack the confidence of your self-belief, it's gonna cause major barriers to you and setbacks. And you do not want to be trapped in that. So you want to achieve your goals, you have to understand who you are, the power you possess, the value that you bring, and you have to tap in it, and you need community to do that. You need a mentor to do that, but you have to change your mindset, and you have to understand, I am not okay today. I have gone and went as far as I can take myself. I need change. Until you come to that realization to understand that I need change and I'm going to do something about it, and I'm going to pivot and do the necessary steps that challenge me to be greater, you'll never succeed. You'll go in circles. I promise you, you will. So I encourage you, take the 3 steps, do it today. These are actionable steps that you can actually implement right here, right now. Make a decision. I turn it back to you.
Wow, Dr. Williams just dropped the mic. Drop the mic. You know, I've been taking notes after note after note. And you know what? I'll go back and watch this replay. What a profound message. You've mentioned that we'll have to make a decision to transition our minds. And you can't make any change around you and expect to remain the same. You've also mentioned that we'll have to identify some talents within us. Without identifying our talents within us, we cannot go anywhere in life. And you mentioned that we'll have to tap Tap into your superpower and understand your value. Understand how much impact you bring. Understand how much influence you bring in each and every room that you enter. Because you've mentioned that it's so difficult to utilize your strength if you don't know what are your capabilities. Wow, I can go on and on and on. What a profound message. Thank you so much, Dr. Williams. Thank you. This is really, really life-changing, and it's so profound. I believe our audience, let me check our audience online. Thank you so much, Dr. Williams. Our audience online, I can see Lucille Murray, she's watching from Canada. She's saying congratulations. And Mariah is saying amazing lineup. I can see Stella Goodwill watching, Benoit watching, Lawrence, Jenny watching, Princess Seba. She is saying that this is very, very profound. Come on now. Oh my goodness. I can see Notando Lamini watching, and the fire that everyone is just bringing is really, really amazing. With all these amazing messages, I believe our audience have been really, really inspired, starting from Paulami and now Dr. Williams. Wow, what a profound message. Thank you so much. So to our viewers online, please feel free, if you happen to have any questions for Paulami, if you happen to have any questions for Dr. Williams, just, drop them in the chat box. Drop them in the chat box, and then we'll come back and respond to your questions towards the end of the podcast. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna be the next and final speaker. But before I speak, I know that Paulami didn't share with the audience how they can reach out to her as well as Dr. Williams. If you can please unmute yourself, Paulami, and share how the audience can really reach out to you and your freebie that you just want to share. I can see Notado, she's commenting right now. Just code this one on my break. It's life-changing. We'll watch the replay. Definitely go back and watch the replay. Our audience have been really, really moved. So Paulami, please share with the audience your freebie, how they can reach out to you, how they can work with you, please.
Yeah. So I'll be sharing a link to my freebie, and my freebie is a little bit different from what I have been sharing till now, because as Dr. Williams said, it's so important to know our own power, right? So starting, if we just jump towards self-love, but we are not really grounded and we don't have the capacity to have that time for ourselves, because maybe we are juggling 2-3 jobs together and we are trying to make ends meet because we have not reached our purpose. That is why this freebie is here, so that you can have a stand, at least an understanding of energy and how it can change your life, starting from the basic point, which is prosperity, which is money. So what I am sharing, what I am giving as a freebie is a universal check with a prosperity symbol, a meditation, and a guidebook too. So this is very simple. No spiritual ritual has to be burdening or time consuming, and this will make sure that you know it's not. And I have been working with neuroplasticity, so how energy changes our brain and our nervous system. So this particular freebie also tells you how, when you practice with this particular check and the meditation, how things might change for you if you keep on doing that continuously. So I think I'll share the link somewhere. I'm not sure Kunene will guide me with that. So I'll do that. And you can reach me at my email, which is hello@paulamidas.com. That also I'll share with all of you. If you have any questions, you can ask me. And if you want to know more about the freebie, or if you want to just go and get it, I think I'll give the link. So Kunene will guide me with that.
Absolutely, you can drop the link. I've shared the link on my Facebook wall, so you can drop the link over there.
Okay, so after the session, I'll drop it there. All right, great.
All right, wow. So go out there, good people, and reach out to Paulami. You need this accountability partner who will hold you hand by hand. So you can go ahead, Dr. Williams, and share with the audience, please.
Yes, so you can follow me at all of the handles Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at drmelindawilliams.com. That is my handle. You can also go to my website, drmelindawilliams.com, and I have on there right now offering my early bird special for my masterclass. It will help you discover secrets and ideas for your visions and talents to make a six-figure business and above with some easy steps. That starts January 31st. It's a 2-day intensive. You can go into my website and register for that. That's the early bird special. And then also, and I'll drop my link in the bio here. Also, I have another program that's coming. Now, if you want to hang out with me for 4 months, I have a intense coaching masterclass that is Think, Start, and Grow Rich Academy. This is about those high performers. If you're a high performer, entrepreneur, if you're a high performer, high level expert, coach, professional that want to transform their business and make money and scale up because you can't take yourself any further. You want to join this coaching program. It starts in February, and it's on the link as well. I'll put it in the chat, but I think I'm going to throw in a bonus, which is my Think, Start, and Grow book. I'll do a free downloadable ebook for those that sign up for either one of those courses, particularly my coaching course. That's a 4-month course that we'll meet twice a week for an hour and a half, but it's going to be intense and you will see a difference. So anyone that signs up with me today on this, they'll get my free downloadable book that I'll include in that package as a bonus for you. So this is what I have. I'll put my website in the chat, but that is my bonus for the coaching program. And then I have, I'll give for if anyone wants to sign up for the masterclass that's coming up in a few weeks on the 31st, 1st and 2nd of February, I'll do a free 30-minute discovery call with you, yours truly. Thank you.
Wow. So good, people. Go out there and reach to these amazing speakers. You really need their service. You really need someone who will just hold you hand to hand and kind of guide you through life. That's what, this is their calling. This is what they are doing. So, to give you clarity in life, you just need that. So go out there and reach out to these amazing speakers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be the next speaker. But before I speak, I'm going to share my bio and then I will come back and speak. So please enjoy. I want you, as you think about your dreams and goals, to put this down. Rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights, because you need to be clear about your career goals in order for you to gain guidance on professional development. Really, my goal as a mentor or as a coach is so simple. My goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs and other potential obstacles that you might be facing, and then design a plan of inspired action to empower you to pursue success and drive sustainable. I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel, and I believe that the sky is our point of view. Mom. So I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel, and Gunene believe that the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights.
Dr. Nampumalelo Rial Kunene is an international human rights policy analyst. who consults on policies and procedures related to human rights compliance. She is a highly sought-after, energetic, certified Lace Brown international speaker. This passionate leader holds a PhD with a discipline in leadership and business. Dr. Rial N. Kunene is the author and host to Rise to Greater Heights, a book and YouTube channel to turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. She is also a coach, mentor, and an MC, well known for encouraging many to rise from mediocrity into greatness. Her vision is not only to motivate, but also to empower audiences with a fresh perspective inspiration they require to pursue success and drive sustainable outcomes. In a seriously funny way, Dr. Kunene is an award-winning author, 10 times #1 Amazon and international best-selling author. Her #1 best-selling book, Rise to Greater Heights, has inspired and empowered many to pursue their personal and professional passion to become go-getters. As a trainer, diplomacy protocol officer, and strategist, Rial believes that we are in full control of our choices. Her mission is to meet the needs and transform lives of her clients and her audience. She is also a true advocate for creating new policies that uphold human rights and prevent human rights violations. Dr. Kunene's purpose is to teach everyone about human rights and help organizations understand and promote human rights. Her goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs, then design a plan of inspired action to empower you to achieve specific outcomes in your life. This change maker, trailblazer, and revolutionary is pushing boundaries and creating a real change worldwide. Like a phoenix that never accepted defeat and rose from its own ashes, she wants to challenge you to unleash your greatness and rise to greater heights. Dr. Rial N. Kunene wears many hats. As a professional certified sales manager, CEO, certified travel counselor, publisher, medical esthetician, philanthropist, and a commissioner for oaths, following her dreams gave her purpose to see her goals through and understand that she does have everything she needs to reach her full potential. Her everyday message is that your journey to be a better person starts with you. So knowing who you are to your core will make you understand that you are the only one who can accomplish your dreams. Hebrews 11, Psalms 27 and 40 keeps her to rise to greater heights. The sky is no longer the limit, but now the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Kings and queens, please join me. Welcome, Dr. Rial N. Kunene.
Wow, to our amazing speakers, really, 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 oh my goodness, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for setting the bar high for me, because I'm like, am I going to be able to fit in your shoes after all this? Really? What I'm going to do, I'm going to try to fit in your shoes, because the bar really is so high for me. It is really, really high for me. Let me just fix this. I believe that the recording has just stopped, so I'm gonna fix this, and then I'll record our meeting. I don't know what has just happened, but yeah, something has just stopped. But you know what? All these amazing speakers really have shared amazing nuggets on how to actually a purpose-driven person, because it's the beginning of 2021. What's going to be your excuse of not being so purpose-driven? You are so determined by the agendas that you've set before you, the goals that you've set before you, that you want to achieve within 3 months, 6 months. So what's your excuse after all these amazing speakers have shared more nuggets on becoming a purpose-driven individual? Like Paulami, she mentioned that how can self-love turn your life around? Everything revolves around self-love. If you can show yourself some love, no one else will. So go out there and reserve those dates for your dates. Like, just date yourself. That's self-love. And Dr. Melinda on the other side, she was like, you'll have to make a decision to transition this guy up here, your mind. your mind. That's what you really, really need in life. You'll have to transition your mind, because without a solid mindset, you cannot even begin to make that decision that, you know what, I just want to be a purpose-driven individual in this world as I live. So please write this down. Personal empowerment. I have a reason why I bring personal empowerment into being purpose-driven. Personal empowerment, because no one, not even a single person in this world is born feeling self-empowered. But if you want to make a difference in the world to possibilities and even success, you need to work to make a significant difference. So confidence is learned by giving yourself the juice that you need in order for you to accomplish your goals and live your dreams. Good people, you really don't have to see the whole staircase in life to get to the top, but you need to take the first step to get to the top. As my mentor always say, that you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to become great in life. So get started today with all these amazing messages from all these amazing speakers. Get started. Feel yourself. You can just empower yourself by focusing on what you can control and your commitment to keeping an empowered mindset. It can take a while, yes, I know. Nothing that you really want in life that can happen overnight. It can take a while, but you can start today to inch your way to becoming a self-empowered person and love what you do so deeply, so that no one will be able to stop you from going confident in the direction of your dreams. No one will be able to stop you in doing that, and love what you do so deeply, so that you can also include others in your dream and empower them to their way to success. Because our mindset can change from being negative to positive with patience and determination. So go out there and fuel yourself, feed yourself, fill up your cup until it overflows, so that you'll be able to give out from the overflow from that cup. You'll have to trust yourself, good people. You'll have to trust yourself, kings and queens out there. Trust empowers you to move aggressively towards your goals, because you are responsible for your own happiness. No one else but you are responsible for your own happiness. But if you spend time doubting your skills, then you can't contribute to your happiness, because the only thing that you will be actively perfecting is your ability to doubt yourself. Don't ever doubt yourself. Try to embrace imperfect moments, because the most empowered part to success, it comes through your experiences of failure, which are steps, maybe detours perhaps, but valid steps on your journey. So it's a wake-up call. Go out there and fuel yourself. Go out there and be the change that you want to see in this world. It's a wake-up call, good people. But when that alarm clock goes off, please don't ever hit the snooze button. I know what I'm talking about here. Don't be like, I will wake up in the next 2 minutes. I will wake up in the next 4 minutes. You know what? Forever is a long time. Why don't you wake up, get going, and run your own race? Run your own race, because no one else will be able to run your race except you. So give yourself an opportunity to really experience your own race. It's your race, so focus. It's your life, so focus on your own race. Don't value other people's opinions about yourself before you even listen to yourself. You will lose track of the importance of what you are doing if you worry about the race or maybe the competition around you, because empowerment has nothing to do with competition. So you'll have to commit to a practice that helps you to keep you in touch with this grounded state of being, and come up with many ways you can make this world a better place to stay, make this world that we live in a better place to stay. Because as flight attendants always say that put on your oxygen mask first before you assist others, because if you don't, you and the other person you're trying to help will possibly go down. So put on that oxygen mask first to yourself before you go out there and try and help your neighbor. Because if you are not doing that, definitely when that flight goes down, you will definitely go down too. So go out there and do it for yourself, because the reality is your journey to be a better person, it doesn't start with your neighbor. It doesn't start with your friend. It doesn't start with your spouse, but it starts with you. So knowing who you are to your core will make you understand that you have everything around you to reach to your full potential. In case you can't find a way, believe that someone bigger than yourself is leading. Trust the process. Trust the process. You've got everything around you to reach to your full potential. Don't ever give up on your heart's desires. Just recall this in case you can't find your way. You can have the drive within you to become what you really want in life. Can you say this after me? I can have the drive within me to become what I really want in life. You know what? Let's do it in a different way. I believe in affirmations. So let's affirm it right now. If you can just put your left hand on your chest and raise your right hand and say, I can have the drive within me to become what I really want in life. Let's say it one more time, as if you have faith in your own powerful voice. And guess what? It will echo throughout the whole universe. I can have the drive within me to become what I really want in life. Yes, you can have the drive within you. Just give yourself a round of applause right now, because you can have the drive within you to get what you want to be in 2023, to achieve what you put your mindset on, because the drive is just within you. You know, it's so funny. It's so funny when I was in there, when my mom and dad gave me this beautiful name, Nompumelelo. I know many, when they try to say my name, they always butcher my name. But Nompumelelo, really, in my own language, Nompumelelo, it means a mother of all success, mother of all success. So you can see that I am really challenged to chase after success. No matter what comes my way, I'll have to chase after success. So if I may ask you, how many of you have dreams and goals that you want to achieve? Maybe let me say in the next 6 months. I know myself, I am one of those people. So I want you, as you think about your dreams and goals, to put this down. Rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights. Because you need to be clear about your career goals in order for you to gain guidance on professional development. So as a coach or as a mentor, like many of us here, my goal is so simple. My goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs and other potential obstacles that you might be facing, and then design a plan of inspired actions to empower you to achieve specific outcomes in your life. You know what? All these amazing speakers have shared more nuggets on actually how you can become a purpose-driven individual. So I want you to digest all these messages. Go out there and watch the replay if you haven't done so, because I want you just to tell yourself that, you know what, with all these amazing messages, I'll have to go out there now and be the change that I want to see in this world. I'll have to make a difference in my community, to those individuals who look at you as an inspiration, to those who count on you. But in order for you to go out there and be the change that you want to see in this world and make a difference in that community, you've got to be hungry. You've got to be hungry like the hungry lion in the jungle. Really, that hungry lion in the jungle, it doesn't matter what kind of animal comes his way. It doesn't matter if you're that giant elephant or that small squirrel by the jungle. All that hungry lion sees in front of his face is lunch. It's so funny because even with elephants, when they see a lion, what they do is that they run. It's all about the mindset. Once you believe, you become. They already told themselves that, you know what, I am a lunch to that lion. So each and every time when I say lion, I'll have to run. So I believe that's the lion mindset that we need in order for us to be purpose-driven individuals, because I believe that we all rise together and we rise to greater heights by lifting each other up than tearing anyone down, than stepping on another person. We rise by lifting each other up. And that's the reason why we have such a platform today, because I believe that we're all destined for greatness. You know, it's so funny. When I was in the 8th grade, I was nicknamed Phoenix. I was nicknamed Phoenix after writing a composition using the idiomatic expression that says, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix bird, meaning I became successful again. Really, that English teacher, she didn't know that the nickname Phoenix, it resonates with me. And it also aligns with my destiny. So for those of you who don't know the phoenix bird, the phoenix is a Greek mythological bird believed to rise from its own ashes after being buried like hundreds of years ago. This immortal creature acquires new life by rising from the ashes of its own ancestor. which represents our capacity for vision and success. So I want to encourage you, if you're watching and listening under my voice today, that when your world comes crashing down, wear your scars to show how a phoenix feels like to die from inside, and trust in your own capability to rise from your own ashes. Since the phoenix has to die, burn, experience pain before resurrection from its own ashes. Please write this down. Write this down in conclusion. Resilience to greatness. Resilience to greatness. And I know you've heard this before, that your setback is your setup for your comeback. Your setback is your setup for your comeback. So if I can be honest with you, I don't know what goals you've set for the next 6 months. I don't know what dreams you have for your own future. But here is one thing I know about you. You are destined for greatness. Inside of you, God has put seeds of excellence. Those seeds are supposed to grow and flourish. But many people have become crippled by their past encounters, and some have stepped over other people to get to the top. But I believe that with God, we're all destined for greatness as long as we follow his strategy. This is when the growth commences, because discovering your gift and following God's idea will make you understand that you have everything around you to reach to your full potential. My everyday inspiration, Mr. Les Brown, he once said, if you had to die today, at this very moment, at this hour, what dreams, what ideas, what visions, what goals, what skills, what talents, and what books will die with you? And the late Dr. Miles Monroe continued saying that the richest place on this planet is the cemetery, because that's where all the dreams, all the goals, all the visions, all the talents have been buried. Honestly, I don't know about you, but with me listening to these amazing messages, it just gave me sleepless nights. And I remember it very well when I first started journaling my first book, Rise to Greater Heights, which is a comprehensive guide to turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. And I didn't stop there. If you remember it very well, in May 25th, 2020, George Floyd died in police custody in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So I believe that we need to stand for a world where no one shall live in fear because of the color of their skin, and where the criminal justice system treats everyone fairly and equally. That's the reason why I decided to write my book, Human Rights, to share with the world that they were born with 30 Universal Declaration of Human Rights that can never, ever be taken away from them, because I believe that we are, not some of us, but I believe that we're all equal in dignity. So no one should ever be subject to such unjustified violence. And you might have to ask yourself, what's really holding you back? What's holding you back from going confident in the direction of your dreams? Is it fear? Is it procrastination? Is it mediocrity? Is it distraction? What's holding you back from even taking the baby step, the first baby step in the right direction? So kings and queens, it's so essential to assess your goals' progress, because at the end of the day, you'll have to cultivate your mindset for success. Without a solid mindset for success, you can never go anywhere in life. But at the end of the day, good people, if you aspire to be in any leadership role, there is an emotional element attached to that. So you'll have to increase your emotional intelligence. You'll have to understand the people that you're working with so that you can also relate to them. You can put yourself in their shoes. And I can always believe that through whatsoever is happening in your life in this 2023, you can always bounce back to life. It's because of your resilience to greatness. I believe with all these books, they have the potential to completely revolutionize every aspect of your life and career. And I also have a free transformation guide for you. It's available on my website, www.risetogreaterheights.com. With this free transformation guide, trust me, you'll be able to explore leadership, empowerment, being purpose-driven, mentorship, coaching, resilience to greatness, emotional intelligence, mental health, spiritual growth, and many more topics. Because with me growing up, honestly, I didn't have much in life, because my father decided to have an early departure from this planet Earth. And I thank God that I missed that flight, because I'm still here, I'm still sharing my message, because I had everything because of my mama's love. And I love you so much, Mom. So I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel and Gunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, amazing speakers. So at this moment, please feel free to share with our audience how they can reach out to you, share your final thoughts again, as well as your freebies again. And if you are able to also post in the chat right now, please feel free to post in the chat. I'm just gonna go back on our live on Facebook to see if we have any questions. But at this moment, Polami, please feel free to share your final thoughts. Dr. Williams, feel free to share your final thoughts, and then I'll come back with the comments or messages that have been posted on our live. You can go ahead, Polami. Uh-oh.
This was an amazing chat. This was an amazing chat. I mean, meeting both of you, it was amazing. And I think all three of us were kind of talking in the same direction, you know, that we need to change in here, whatever that is, which is stopping us. The challenges that I said earlier, what we say the bad times in our life, they are actually the cornerstone, the stepping stone to our success. But we only succeed when we start seeing that in ourselves, we start being that. And that comes with self-love, which teaches us no judgment, no criticism, knowing our strength, knowing our weakness too, the SWOT analysis that we do in our management classes. It is about knowing our strength and weakness and knowing that they go hand in hand. And that is how we can rise and shine in whatever we want to do. So as I said earlier, I'll share my freebie, the link to my freebie here. You can visit my website, www.paulamidas.com, PAULAMIDAS.com. And anything you want to know more about the journey that you might like to take care of, because without settling and changing in here, whatever you do outside in the world, how many labs you jump and how many job interviews you go to, how many businesses you start, nothing happens if, as Dr. Williams said, if everything remains the same here. You know, change means we need to change, and that is the most important thing. So thank you for joining all of us today. And I think I am signing off, and then Dr. Williams and Kunene will take over. But thank you so much. I'll share the details here and also on the FB page. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paulami. Yes, our audience has to reach out to you. Thank you for being with us today and sharing your